our guest, Mr. Rich.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Now, you seem interested in this. What's your take on it?
All right, so education. My experience through high school sucked ass. I would say from middle school up, it kind of sucked ass. So it wasn't the greatest time of my life, but I did learn a lot from it. I found out that through high school, what it actually is, it's not about education in middle school and in high school. My opinion on the whole thing is that it is nothing but,
Nothing but
it's a social gathering.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Popularity
all about
contest?
popularity contest. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's on your views, you know. People like you might think it's a popularity contest. Me, I got along with everyone, so it was just normal social gathering.
I got along with people that wanted to get along with me. Some
Right.
didn't. Whatever.
So I felt as if the 90% of the students that were there weren't there to learn. Now there are those kids that you want to call nerds or the unsocial or the unpopular crowd. Those are the people that, they're dedicated to their studies. They're there to learn. They get good grades. And that is what, I don't know if you want to call school is about, but to me,
Old school.
I got suspended constantly. I skipped school constantly. Got into fights. Teachers hated me. I was a class clown. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was nothing but a game, and
You got
I never
game
took.
over.
Yeah, I never took anything serious. So, at that point in my life, I had to sit back and say, now, I wish I could have went back and changed things. And for you guys that are in high school now, it's a little bit different. What I'm trying to bring across for a message to you guys is don't take it as a game. 17 years old, I went to prison for 5 years. Okay? It's because I took life as a game. And it's not a game. When you make decisions in life, they have repercussions. They have consequences. Sit back and really take a look at your life and ask yourself one thing. Is what I'm doing today going to put me where I want to be in 10 years after I've graduated? And I know 10 years from now seems like a long time, but being complacent where I'm at, I'm 27 years old. I graduated in the year 2000. I'm nowhere where I need to be after high school. I never went to college. I never had the funds to go to college. I never had anybody to back me up to go to college. Now you guys have a lot of opportunities with federal grants, things like that. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, we'll do some research on the internet, post up some links in our YouTube page.
We'll try to help you out.
All right. I appreciate you guys having me on this episode. My views on the brain. Check us out on the brain. And there's Elder Tension.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I have two people that are very close to me. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm just gonna say you know who you are.
Waldo.
Who are right now, they don't seem to care about where they're going because of the way things are right now. But I'm gonna let you know. As bad as you think things are, they can get a lot better. You just have to be willing to believe and work at it. If that teacher is giving you a hard time, then you know what?
It's for a reason.
It's
They know what they're doing.
Brush it off. If you feel like they don't like you, then you know what? Just brush it off and just do what the heck you gotta do. Don't worry about who likes you and who doesn't like you and all this other bull crap. It does not matter. Because in the end, when you're the one with the freaking 6-figure job and they're the ones in freaking Burger King, no offense to anybody that works in Burger King, but if you are in Burger King flipping burgers and you're the one that used to crack on them and they're the ones with the big old check, what are you gonna say next?
That's what I'm talking about.
What
the long term.
Say?
We're looking at the long term. And in the long term, do it now because it's a lot harder to do it later.
If you can believe, you can achieve.
And knowledge is power.
And knowing is half the battle.
And I know we're using a lot of cliches, but you know what? They're true.
They are true.
Okay. What is his shoes got to do with your education?
Absolutely
Just because he got good-looking shoes doesn't mean he can't get a good education. I hate that in school, Your hair, your hair's too frizzy. Oh, you're wearing Gucci shirt. That's not getting into school.
By the way, I like the idea of uniforms. I think that eliminated a lot of the crap that used to go on. I think as a student
Actually,
in
make
middle
it worse
school
in high
and in
school.
high school,
Wallace,
you guys see that those uniforms, you guys see them as, oh, they're trying to control us this, they're trying to control us that. They're trying to get you to focus on what's important in school. And yet you find other ways with cell phones and computers. And you find a way to get anything but your education. And sit here and look at us like we're the stupid ones, we're the foolish ones. Yeah, we are stupid and foolish because we didn't take the road that we needed to take. And what we're trying to get across to you guys is take that road. It'll be best for you. And nobody wants to hear, especially from a stranger or somebody they don't know. Right. But it's true. And going through these meetings and pep rallies, and they bring people in to speak to you, try to listen to some of it. Take one thing a day from school. You're going to learn something. Just one thing. That's all I'm going to ask you to do. Just one thing. Learn one thing. Take that with you. Apply it to your life. And you'll see a big difference in your life. You know, if you're 16 or older and you're not going to be into school, I'll tell you this much, man. Start flipping burgers now and start saving 20 to 30% of your check, because that's all you're going to be able to rely on when you're older and you're broke and you ain't got shit to show for it, and you wanted the nice rims for your beat-ass Ford Tempo, or you wanted a $2,000 stereo system.
To the show, Captain Buzzkill.
Yeah, you wanted a $2,000 system for your beater car. It ain't worth it, man. You're gonna see that life is worth more, and it's about more after school. And continue your education. College is very important. You're gonna need it to get anywhere in life. That's my opinion.
So, my buddy Tenchi, if you could do high school over again, what would you change?
Not doing it.
Two things I would have changed.
Over.
I would have.
I've never said that girl and got herpes.
True.
I would have never. No, two things. Two things I would have done differently in high school. I would have got better grades on my second English class. I had two English classes. One I was excelling at, and the other one I was mostly just talking in. But I would have passed that one. That was senior year. But you know, I went through summer school, got it over again. But I wouldn't have gone to summer school if I had a chance to do it over again. I just would have done what I had to do. Second thing, I wouldn't have gone to prom night. I'm not going to do that, but that's just what I think.
If I could do high school over again, I wouldn't change a damn thing about it, because if I didn't do what I did then, I wouldn't be the man I am now today. I don't regret a dang thing I did back then. I might have stayed back, but it helped me in the long run.
It helps, and you actually made friends, and you
My best friends I have today.
and you found something that you
Nights
love.
forever.
You found something that you loved, which was theater, right? So,
Yes, I'm a huge theatrical fan.
So
An avid sports fan.
all right. And one other thing, Richie Rich. What about you?
If I had to go back and change something from high school, I probably would be a little less of the annoying kid and more of the person who wouldn't want to say respected everyone, but I would say at the least I would want to be the quiet kid who just blended in rather than the one who stood out for being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And on a final note, girls, sleep with as many guys as you can, 'cause you don't know who's going to be famous in the long run.
What the heck, man?
Wrong.